Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. Today we're going over a few of my favorite new knives to come into the channel that fall into that very affordable range, and these knives have a ton of potential to be a great next EDC pickup. If you like knife and EDC content, you're in the right spot. I release daily videos, and hit that thumbs up button. That helps push this video to more people and let us know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. To kick us off, we're going to be looking at the Sencut Cybrix. Now, the knives that I'm putting on this list gave me that wow factor, and this knife comes in under 50 bucks from Sencut. And now we're not going to be getting a premium super steel here with this Sencut, but for under 50 bucks, what they're putting on the table here is some really, really good quality. This might be the best Sencut that I have ever handled. It feels like the most refined knife that I've ever handled from them. I would actually put at least the build quality of this knife, I would put this up there with top tier Civivis. So that's saying something pretty impressive about this knife. I mean, just from tip to butt, this is finished beautifully, satin on that blade, nice drop point. It's going to be coming in 9CR, which they do very well. We have a nice sharpening choil here, studs, and a rear flipper. We have very good opening and closing action. The button is cut out, it is textured, and it does hold up to some spine whackage. The lock is not just going to willy-nilly close on you. Some very nice sculpted aluminum handles, and they are a thick set of handles. Doesn't even need the liners, in my opinion. This thing fits in my hand personally like a glove, and it's an awesome size as well. Full unboxing is up on this knife and every other knife we have, so if you are really interested in something, you can go have a closer detailed look at the knife, and I'll have links to all these down in the description as well. Sorry if there's a light shadow cast, it is that time of day. But the next knife we're going to be looking at here is coming in from CJRB. This is called the Version. Now, typically, you guys know I'm not huge into secondary knives, but over 2024, they've buttered me up to the point where I'm starting to like them and actually carry them. Now, this would make a great secondary knife for somebody, or a great primary, depending on the size you carry. Now, somebody relayed that this knife gave them a hot spot in their hand on the spine. And I can't, the arch of this is brilliantly done. Like, this knife and the choked up grip, I mean, it's a little bit of a thinner knife. It's a smaller knife. But all things considered, this thing is damn comfortable for the size that it is. RPM 9, stonewash finish, nice drop point blade again. Full finger choil. We have that cutout and rear front flipper for deployment. Got that same great action that CJRB has on their button locks. Great texturing here for that front flipper, and like I said, this thing is snappy. Cutout, great for the reverse flick. Some people will absolutely love this size. We have aluminum bolsters here. We have textured G10 for our insert. Nice, slim, minimal, deep carry clip, and it will be reversible. Closing action is great. Nice, strong springs in there. There's no drag on that button at all, and this knife is going to be very inexpensive. And of the group of knives here today, like I said, I picked out some ones that really wowed me over the last week or two, and this one I would say is probably the most impressive as far as a pocket knife is concerned. This thing is fantastic. Coming from QSP, it's called the Cali. We have this beautiful clip point-esque style blade. It's got this dull ground here that goes out to the tip and starts at the belly. Nice stonewash finish here, and it's just a very unique looking blade shape. and then they threw a satin finish there on that secondary grind. It looks beautiful. We have dual thumb studs for deployment here, some jimping up there for the choke up grip. You do have this nice full choil here, and that is going to kind of act like a guard. Still be careful, but you should be in fairly good condition right there for that choked up grip. There are several versions of this knife. This one is the textured aluminum version. They have G10, I think maybe micarta, G-Mascus. They have a bunch. I'll have what they got for the Calis down below as well. Now this one is sporting steel liners here. And just quickly for reference, there it is up against the Cybrix. And this doesn't have the steel liners like I said, but it doesn't need it either. Like I said, this knife is damn near as thick as a knife that does have steel liners. So pretty solid on the Cybrix side of things. But for the QSP, we have a couple of button locks up here. This one just feels really good, guys. It's the opening action is phenomenal. Nice, clean closing action. The finishing is great. Nice deep carry pocket clip that's been recessed. They include a left-hand option here with a filler tab so lefties can carry this. And this is going to be a great price, right around 60. I think they range from like 55 to 70 or 55 to 65, depending on what material you get. But 14C in aluminum for 65 bucks. That's a very solid deal. Next up, we have the Fintizo Falcon. And I said it in the unboxing of this video, Fintizo has gotten better and better and better. I've checked out 6 or 7 of their knives at this point, from their first knife and all the way through the catalog up to this is their newest knife. And they just get a little bit better. And that's exactly what you want to see. When you see a company kind of stagnate, then it's like, whoa, you know, hopefully they get back on track. With Fintizo, they have been on a growing scale ever since their first knife. They've gotten way better. Their knives have been good since the first one. It was pretty good for the price point and what you were getting. But now they started refining these budget knives, and they're starting to really do some good work there, especially for the money. We have a fairly unique design here in this Falcon, 14C for the blade steel, done at a very good HRC 59 to 61. We have a gray coating on here, not needed, but it gives it a nice aesthetic and helps keep that blade protected in a sense. 14C don't need it though. A nice full finger choil. We got a theme here today, was not planned, button locks and full choils, but that's how it happens sometimes. Dual thumb studs for deployment. Nice rear flipper tab. And when I say the detent is tuned perfectly for this knife, it is tuned very nicely. See if we can get this thing closing here. It's just very good. The thumb stud action, the flipper action, which, look at that, I missed. It's nice and stout, and it's very hard for companies to get the detent right for for thumb studs and a rear flipper a lot of the time. Usually the flipper tab feels like it was looked after, right? Like looked over. But in this case, they really nailed it. It's nice and strong. We have textured G10 handles here. Minimal branding, a very small Fintizo here, which, you know, I think eventually they'll get rid of that, but that don't bother me. Then we got their little logo there on the pivot, which I think that's what they should stick with there. Looks good, looks clean, and do away with the rest. And then we have a lower mounted deep carry clip here that's been recessed, and it works very well in and out of the pocket. It also cants the knife slightly to the outside of your pocket, which is really nice for right hand pocket carry. If you're right handed, it's geared for righties. I think that's one of the knocks on them. As an early company, I can't knock them too hard, though, because I see it from companies that have been around a long time, and that is no option for lefty carry yet. But I think a slight redesign in their pocket clip, and they could have something for both sides. This is their common pocket clip and style, but I think with a little bit of a redesign, they could accomplish getting a lefty option on here as well. But like I said, given the price point of this Fintizo Falcon, it's very, very impressive. You'll have to let me know out of the group here today, which one was your favorite? And if you have any of these, let me know what you think of them. I love hearing your thoughts on these knives. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. That always helps push this video out there to more people. If you're new here to the channel, I release daily knife and EDC content just like this. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and ring that bell. That'll notify you anytime I release new content, even when I go live, which I do every Saturday and Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Anyone and everyone is welcome to come and hang out. I'd love to see you over there. I will put up a couple of new videos here and here, and YouTube is telling you to go check this one out here in the middle of your screen. I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you all for watching. Later on.